Like, I don't even know where to start because it's just so crazy. The experience of today's experience. Like, so I'm gonna be talking about Marquis Perry. And for those of you who don't know, he's this guy that was in my class in high school. I've had like classes with him from freshman year to senior year, but I didn't really get to know him until like senior year. And well, he was my friend, and he passed away around 3 years ago, which was, well, like every death a blow. But whoa, I just wanted to talk about this experience because it feels like he's here, like his spirit is here with us. And like today was last night, and let me just say that last night was the full moon in eclipse season. It's not the full moon, it was the new moon. The new moon in eclipse season, which is pretty wild. And he came to me in his dream, in my dream. And it's not the first time I've had like a visitation dream. It's not the first time he's come to me in a dream, but it was just so wild. And it's just, I mean, I'm not gonna make a video if I don't feel called to make a video, but it's just like I feel this extreme pull that I really like. I just want to talk about it because it's such a beautiful experience that I'm experiencing here today. And but yeah, like last night, it was like I had the same dream twice, except that like it was a little different. Like the first scenario, I guess you could say, was like all you could see, or like I was like in the cafeteria of Morris, and you know how there was these round tables at the cafeteria. Well, there was just two tables, right? And you couldn't really see anything past those two tables. It was just a bunch of people. And he was there. He was sitting next to me, and we were like eating breakfast. We were vibing. We were just having a good time. And then the dream started over, and basically the same thing happened again, except I couldn't see myself. But in my dream, I was 41 years old. I don't know how I looked or anything. I didn't really recognize anyone around me, but in the dream, I knew who everybody was. And and you know, Marquis was right next to me. Except this time, the second time that the dream played out, there wasn't any room on the table for him. So everybody, we got up and we pulled the table next to the table we were all sitting at, and so he could sit next to me. And yeah, and I was talking about how old we are, and I was like, dude, we're 40, and he was like, I'm not old. And then, but like, as we were talking, I was growing younger and younger, and I was 30 again, which is weird, but it was like a high school reunion, I guess. I don't know if I already said that, but that's like the vibe that I got from the whole like social event that was going on at the school. And yeah. But then I wake up and I think about it, and I was like, you know what? He wasn't really old at all, you know? He will be forever young. And but yeah, I wrote the dream down, but that's basically how it went. But yeah, but at first I woke up and I was really, really sad, like nostalgic and everything. And like I even shed a few tears cuz he was my friend, you know. And but at first I questioned. I was like, you know, was that really him? Did he really visit me? And then I kept thinking back and like processing everything. And then I realized like 3 days ago, I was on one of my lives on this other app, and I actually ended up talking about this to this guy. I was on my live, and there's this guy. His name is, I don't know what his real name is, but he goes by Tortoise. He lives in like Denver, Colorado. And he started talking to me about this visitation dream that he had. And it was basically a similar scenario where it was like the brother of his best friend. And there's this party going on, and then, you know, there is the brother of his best friend like sitting at a table or something like that, you know, and he went to go talk to him and wah wah wah. and then I think back and I was like, that was kind of similar to the dream I had. And then apart from that, I remember I actually talked about Marquis in that conversation, and I'm about to get into this other dream as well, where it was just so crazy, where in the other dream, so I was telling him about the other dream, so it was like it connected, you know, it had to be him, because I don't know, just I don't believe in coincidence. But in the other dream, this was like about like 7 months after he had passed away. And yeah, it was just me and him, and we were like in this monumental place. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like cement everywhere. There was bleachers, but the bleachers were like made out of concrete. And we were just walking and we were just talking. And I don't remember what we were talking about. But we finally get to like this field of white flowers, and we were just walking in this field, and we sit down and then we go quiet, and then I look out into the field of flowers, white flowers, and I look back to tell him something, and he's gone. And I woke up, you know, and I've never had like an experience like that, and yeah, it was so crazy. But I don't know why I just feel like I need to talk about this right now. And I don't know, because all these random little coincidences keep happening today. I could just feel his spirit here with me all this morning and throughout the day. Synchronicities, you know, every time I thought of him, something would happen. And I thought this was, at first it was kind of weird, because I was like, why didn't he just connect with me on the Day of the Dead? But in that moment, I looked at the clock and it says December 15, and I was like, oh, it's a holiday season. Someone really misses him right now. And I don't know, I can only guess that's his family, and hopefully, I mean, I don't really have a way to connect with his family to tell him this story, but what ifs, you know, like one day, hopefully one day. But yeah, so I just feel like someone really misses him. But anyways, but yeah, what else? Oh, and I was like reminiscing, and I was just like this emotional mess like all morning. And but the more like the day kept happening, like it's just so exciting to know that he's like present here with us now. And what else? Oh, like we were driving and I was thinking about him. Me and my mom, we were driving down the road. We were going down to town, and then a bird flies in front of the car, but like on the passenger seats on the side where I'm sitting. It flies on the car, and it kind of like flutters and looks at me and then flies away. And I was like, what? And like, I'm a huge believer of like signs and omens and things like that. And then the day kept happening, and I saw this white feather on the ground, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then another thing was that I was like, in my mind, I was like, Marquis is here. And in that moment, I saw 11:11. And I was like, oh my god. Oh, like freaking out. I've been freaking out. So, I don't know. There's a bigger purpose behind me making this video. I don't know what it is, but I'm just following my instincts here. I just feel necessary to add that he's definitely at peace. I don't I don't believe in heaven. Like you know, I'm a reincarnation kind of person, but you know, if there is a heaven, he's in heaven. He's in heaven. He's at peace. He's an angel. Like no one can tell me different. He is an angel sent from heaven above during this time. During his short life that he lived, he was just, oh my gosh, I just, after today, you know, I don't know, and that there's just so much angel symbolism I've seen today as well. It's just so crazy. It's so beautiful. I'm like sad that he's gone, but I'm also happy that today has happened, you know. He's just an angel. He's just an angel. I swear. Just feel like also adding along that, you know, he was never meant to be here longer than the time he already was here. I don't know, but I don't know. He was just this beautiful person. In my life, who he was to me, he was just this really beautiful soul, this beautiful person. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy to talk about him and everything. He will be missed, but he's still here with us. He's still here with us in spirit. Somebody tell his family that. Oh my god. But yeah, that's all I have to say. It's just such a beautiful experience today. This experience that is today, December 15th, 2020. Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. Live long.